The full Play It Today breakdown is linked in the description on their check.com, and Karate Champ is one of those games where the access answer is cleaner than the enjoyment answer. Legally, this is easy to play now, but whether most people should spend much time with it is a much narrower question. Karate Champ still matters because it is an early template for one-on-one fighting games. You can see the shape of the genre before the genre became combos, meters, character rosters, and frame data. It is stripped down: timing, spacing, commitment, and single hit scoring. That is the appeal, also the problem. If you want to understand arcade fighting history, Karate Champ is absolutely worth a short session. It shows you a version of fighting games before they became what most players now expect. It is precise, severe, and kind of fascinating in small doses. But if you are looking for a modern feeling fighter, this is not it. There are no modern comfort systems here, no big move list to grow into, no forgiving flow, no stylish combo loop. It feels stiff because it comes from a much earlier design language, and the controls are a major part of that. So the recommendation is selective. Play it if you want a legal, direct arcade history sample. Skip it if you want a fighting game that feels generous, deep, or immediately natural by current standards. Historical importance is not the same thing as a blanket recommendation. The good news is that legal access is not the hard part. For most players, the best option is Arcade Archive's Karate Champ on Nintendo Switch. If PlayStation is your main platform, the PS4 Arcade Archives version is also a sensible choice. This is the cleanest current route because it is an official digital release of the arcade game, not an old home port, a cabinet hunt, or a random online version. There are other official adjacent paths that matter, but mostly for specific audiences. Polymega Collection Vol D 2 includes multiple Karate Champ versions and related Data East fighting games. But that only makes sense if you already care about the Polymega ecosystem or want a broader preservation package. Antstream may also matter if you already use that service, but subscription and cloud access are less straightforward than simply buying Arcade Archives. The purest answer is still the original arcade cabinet. But for a normal player, that is not a recommendation. That is a lifestyle choice. So why start with Arcade Archives? Because it gives you the thing that matters most, the arcade game, legally, with minimal friction. It avoids the messy search results around NES, C64, cabinets, mini arcades, emulation, free online versions, and collector hardware. It also keeps the focus where it should be, on Karate Champ as an arcade game. The NES and other home versions are historically relevant, but they are not the best starting point today. When the arcade version is available for a current official release, start there. You can always go hunting for old ports later if you specifically care about comparison. Now, what should a first-time player know before starting? The controls are the wall. Karate Champ is not a modern combo fighter where you settle into light, medium, heavy, specials, and cancels. Its interest comes from deliberate technique selection, positioning, and timing. You are not trying to overwhelm the opponent with a flowing offense. You are trying to land the right action at the right moment. That means the game can feel awkward before it feels interesting. It may feel stiff. It may feel like your character is not doing what you expect. That is partly because the game is old, and partly because its rhythm is built around commitment. You choose, you act, and if the timing or spacing is wrong, you pay for it. The useful mindset is, do not look for modern depth. Look for the early idea. Short rounds, clean hits, harsh timing. Learn enough of the control logic to understand why it was influential, then decide whether you want more. Final call. Karate Champ is easy to play legally today, and Arcade Archives is the right place to start. Just do not mistake easy access for universal appeal. This is a sharp historical sample, not a modern fighting game destination.